Hello everyone, this is the Chaser channel. My name is Kirill and here we talk about watches. Today we have a representative from the SP series by Orient. These are sporty, slim watches for everyday use, and if you've never encountered this series, you might be pleasantly surprised. An affordable budget, a slim case, and the perfect blend of sporty and everyday style are beautifully executed in this model. UX00005W. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive notifications about new reviews. As usual, we'll start with the case, though we shouldn't expect any surprises here. Steel, polished side, satin finished top, slightly downward sloping lugs. On the right is the crown, unbranded, with a visually separate beveled polished bezel and slightly protruding flat mineral glass. Yes, it's nicely executed. Yes, the case is thin, but overall it's all classic. But under the glass, there's a little surprise waiting for us. Look at that beautiful white dial. It sits very deep despite the thin case. The outer bezel is tall, mirror matte, reflecting the black minute markers and polished double indices at 12. Next to the indices are white rectangles with lume, just like on the minute and hour hands. On one hand, the hands have a lot of white lume, making them not so easy to read against the white dial. On the other hand, the hands are polished and stand out a bit. So the readability is at an average level, not great, but not entirely bad either. And the second hand is also polished and perfectly aligns with the markers, which by the way is rare to find in quartz watches. A large counterweight is also on the second hand. There are 3 small subdials. 24-hour indication around 6, the number around 3 and around 9 the day of the week. So there's a full calendar here, and they are beautifully executed. Attractive fonts, circular markings on the dials, awesome. Well, the inscription SP in red color, like the Orient logo, only 2 elements in this bright shade. The inscription SP tells us that this is a series of sporty, everyday watches. Moreover, it's not the first time we have it. There was the KV00008W chronograph. Under the dial, there's a quartz movement powered by a 916 battery with an estimated lifespan of about 3 years. The setting is interesting here, with 2 positions, but the day of the week cannot be set separately, and you need to start the setup with it by pulling to the second position. Turn the hands until the day of the week is set to the desired day. As tautological as that may sound, let's assume today is Wednesday. Now it's set to Wednesday. Once we've set Wednesday, we move on to setting the time. Let's say 11:05 a.m. And then finally return to the first position. Set the date, let's say 26. After that, close the crown and our setup is complete. Water resistance level is 50 meters. You can even wash your hands with the watch on, but swimming is not recommended. The case back is screwed down, satin finished, but nothing surprising. Everything is as usual, like in the pre-Epson era. Brand name, information about the case material, mechanism, and water resistance. But the luminescent material is excellent. The hands and indices work excellently together. Readability is at a good level, and the double index at 12 makes it even easier. And look how beautifully it sits on the wrist. Awesome, cool, beautiful. Additional photos on Instagram as always. Dimensions 48, height of the case is small, diameter is 42, thickness is just 9.5. It fits within 1 centimeter. A couple of words about the diameter. Yes, it is 42. On some internet resources, I encountered false information claiming that the model's diameter is 45.5 or 44. No, of course, all of that is measured with the crown. The actual diameter of the dial is exactly 42 millimeters. They are exactly like the ones currently in the video. Small. Because when you look at parameter 45, you might think it's huge, a massive body. No, that's not the case. The steel bracelet, stamped satin finished. Basically, it's of good quality, especially for a budget like this, which we'll discuss later. Width is 22 millimeters, fits wrist up to 20 centimeters. A short branded clasp with buttons. It is also stamped. The total weight of the watch is 122 grams. This is, of course, the perfect combination of sport and everyday style. Everything here is done well and is versatile, suitable for both formal and casual wear. The model can be your everyday companion or a weekend watch. To sum up, I definitely like the model. Great design, ergonomic design, excellent execution, and there is really nothing to criticize. Plus, considering the budget of the model is 75 to 80 US dollars, prices vary within this budget, I feel that the offer is extremely advantageous. By the way, this UX1000 series includes very intriguing options, you could even say provocative. If today we have a quite restrained model, you can choose bright combinations with blue, orange, yellow on a silicone strap, or more restrained options like the same steel version, with a black dial or on a leather strap. Black-white dials and a particularly interesting ivory dial. In total, there are 8 options. Today, I'm holding perhaps the most versatile one, but of course, you can choose any of the available ones to suit your taste and style. At the end, I would like to know your opinion about this model. Be sure to leave it in the comments below the video, and don't forget to visit my store, chasterclub.com, where we have gathered interesting models for you at the best prices. And that's all for now. Goodbye, everyone.